When Rambo was released on October 22, 1982, not many people thought it would be a big hit. But just like Rocky did on December 3, 1976 with John G. Avildsen, Rambo became really successful. Now there's some recent news about Rambo 7, and we're here to share all the exciting details with you. Now let's dive into some recent updates about the potential for Rambo 6. The producers, Kevin King Templeton and Les Weldon, have provided a positive but cautious update on the possibility of another Rambo film. Despite Rambo seemingly concluding his journey in 2019's Rambo Last Blood, there's a chance we might see more of the iconic character if certain conditions are met. Sylvester Stallone, who brought both Rocky Balboa and John Rambo to life, has left an indelible mark on action movie history. Rambo, an embittered and violent Vietnam veteran, first graced the screen in the 1982 film First Blood. The character continued to captivate audiences with subsequent adventures in 1985, 1988, and 2008, before seemingly bidding farewell in 2019. In a recent interview about their upcoming Stallone-led action movie Expendables 4, the producers shared insights into the potential revival of Rambo. Kevin King Templeton and Les Weldon expressed interest in bringing back the iconic character, but highlighted the importance of meeting specific conditions before moving forward. Weldon mentioned that their decision often hinges on fan demand and interest. If there's a substantial desire from the fan base, they are more inclined to pursue a new project. The resurgence of expenses is cited as an example where fan demand played a crucial role in the decision-making process. They took the opportunity seriously, ensuring that the project was developed with care to meet the expectations of the audience. So while Rambo 6 isn't confirmed, the door remains open, and the producers are attentive to the sentiments of the fan base. The potential for another installment in the Rambo franchise is contingent upon the interest and demand from fans, much like the dynamic that led to the revival of the Expendables series. Only time will tell if John Rambo will once again step onto the big screen, ready for another action-packed adventure. Will the fans' enthusiasm be the driving force behind Rambo's return? That's a question only time and audience demand can answer. Despite Rambo Last Blood providing an apparently fitting conclusion for the character, the possibility of another Rambo sequel is still on the horizon. If fan demand and financial support align, the producers may be motivated to venture into developing a new Rambo project. However, an intriguing question arises concerning Sylvester Stallone's participation, given his age of 77. Realistically, playing an action hero at this stage may pose challenges, especially considering the expensive nature of de-aging technology. A plausible alternative could be exploring a Rambo prequel, featuring a younger actor portraying the character before the events of First Blood. Stallone himself has acknowledged this option, suggesting a storyline delving into the early life and traumatic experiences of Rambo during the Vietnam War. While Harrison Ford's de-aged return in Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny showcased the potential for such technology, the financial constraints of Rambo 6, without Disney-sized resources, might make this approach less feasible. The older Rambo has already received a poignant farewell in Last Blood, surviving a final battle and concluding with a nostalgic montage of the franchise's highlights. From a storytelling perspective, leaving the character at this point seems ideal. However, the dynamic interplay of fan enthusiasm and financial backing could sway the decision. If there's a resounding call from fans and financial backers, producers may be open to crafting Rambo 6 and finding a way to resurrect the character, whether through a prequel or an alternative narrative. The future of Rambo remains uncertain, waiting to be shaped by the desires of both the audience and those holding the purse strings. Will the demand for a new Rambo chapter lead to a resurrection, and in what form? Only time will tell. The latest update on Rambo 6 comes directly from Sylvester Stallone, the iconic actor who has been the face of the franchise. Stallone, in an interview from the Toronto International Film Festival, made it abundantly clear that he has no current plans to revisit the role of John Rambo. Responding to inquiries about the potential for Rambo 6, Stallone humorously attributed his reluctance to his age, stating, "Rambo, I could leave him, he's done pretty much. and playfully asking, even though they want to do another one, what am I fighting, arthritis? Despite acknowledging the ongoing demand for a new Rambo installment, Stallone's stance suggests that his portrayal of John Rambo might indeed be a thing of the past. The key question now arises: will Sylvester Stallone return for what could be the final chapter of Rambo? According to his comments, it appears unlikely. If Stallone doesn't return, the prospect of recasting John Rambo becomes crucial. While there have been no discussions about the next actor to step into these combat boots, several contemporary action stars could potentially take on the role, offering a fresh interpretation of the character. Speculations range from John Cena and Alan Ritchson to a more unconventional choice like Henry Cavill. While this remains speculative, the idea of a reimagined Rambo 6 with a new lead could bring a different dynamic to the iconic character, reminiscent of the various actors who have portrayed James Bond over the decades. If a sequel to Rambo 6 materializes, the plot could unfold in two potential directions, each offering a distinct narrative. First, it might follow the events after Rambo Last Blood, depicting John Rambo navigating a new set of circumstances reminiscent of the original First Blood storyline. Alternatively, the sequel could take the form of a prequel, delving into Rambo's experiences during the Vietnam War, a period that significantly shaped his character. Sylvester Stallone himself has expressed interest in exploring the origins of Rambo, showcasing his evolution from an all-American golden boy to a battle-hardened warrior. Another intriguing possibility for the plot of Rambo 6 involves revisiting the cancelled version of Rambo 5, a project developed by Stallone in collaboration with David Morrell, the author of First Blood. This could offer a fresh perspective on the storyline that never came to fruition. However, in reality, the most plausible trajectory of Rambo 6 seems to be a reboot of the franchise. Stallone's portrayal of John Rambo is indelibly linked with the character's iconic status, but audience demand for more Rambo adventures persists. While Stallone may have concluded his time as the lead, other action franchises have demonstrated the ability to endure and thrive through cast changes. Examples include multiple actors portraying Tom Clancy's character, Jack Ryan, each contributing a unique interpretation. The story of John Rambo could undergo a similar retelling, allowing the franchise to continue even if Stallone chooses not to return for Rambo 6. While discussions about casting a new John Rambo may arise if Stallone chooses not to return, the trajectory of the plot is also under speculation. Rambo 6 could either continue the narrative post-Last Blood, exploring new challenges for the character, or take a prequel route, delving into Rambo's Vietnam War experiences. A reboot of the franchise is another plausible direction to cater to ongoing audience interest. The journey of Rambo has seen various phases, with Stallone expressing interest in a more soulful approach for Rambo 5, envisioning a narrative eligible for awards. However, this concept faced resistance from producers, leading to a shift in the storyline to Rambo fighting a Mexican cartel in Last Blood. As we await updates on the direction of Rambo 6, questions linger about the character's enduring legacy and whether a new actor will step into the iconic role. Would a continuation post-Last Blood resonate with fans, or would a fresh take through a prequel or reboot captivate audiences anew? The future of Rambo remains uncertain, but the anticipation for more John Rambo adventures persists, and only time will reveal the next chapter in this legendary action saga. And that's that for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Your suggestions for future videos are always welcome in the comments below.